I am the Deputy Chief Air Operations. On behalf of the Chief of the Air Staff and the whole Pakistan Air Force, I would like to avail this opportunity to first of all thank Allah, the Almighty, and dedicate this historic face-off to the Pakistani nation for their trust and faith in the armed forces. Very special thanks to the military leadership for their foresight and all-out support by the Chief of the Army Staff, and especially to the Chief of the Air Staff for his guidance, strategic vision, and the direction that he gave to the Air Force to create history like this. He really led from the front. He was involved all the way during this operation, spearheaded it, choreographed it. We call it the new art of war. This BVR fight of a couple of dozens up to 70 from their side, about 40, crossing 100, is the first ever in the history of aviation. It is going to be taught as a textbook case and a study and a reference material in the aerial combat history. I will distill some tactical details for you because they impact on the larger strategy, and run through very quickly so as to bring you all up to speed on what happened and how did it happen. This is the Indian side, this is the Pakistani side. We had some gaps in the north, center, south, and AEW just to support it. And the IF fighters started an initial build-up that was picked up from the north and the center across IB at 0010 hours. And by that time, PAF had initiated its response within 2 minutes. By 0012, our response was activated. The IF started to get their fighters get airborne in large numbers. By the time it has come to 12:30, we were pretty sure that this is going to be the day and the time to knock some sense into these guys once again. So we commenced our multi-domain operations, the pride and joy and the new concept of war that we have. This is the picture that's getting jumbled up. We have huge number of IF fighters that are stacked up in azimuth and vertical all across, and the PF DCA response is in position. The complete package, when it gets into shape, it is on 4 axes, and we perceive that they will have 4 incisions just to embroil. Up to 60 aircraft, including 14 Rafales, were electronically ID'd by all through our electromagnetic operational environment. We call it the EMO. So by the time they were in air, we had sorted out and contracted all fighters and accounted for. The 60 number, that augmented to 72 through their scrambles that kept on coming just to reinforce and supplement and to saturate the air defense. They thought they could do that for the Pakistani ADG, air defense ground environment. The complete DCA package response by Pakistani side was also there. We had 42 high-tech aircraft on our side, and the strategy was to have force concentration in our selected AOR and fight at our own strength. PF fighters ensured Pakistan's air sovereignty, and because of that, we first rerouted all civilian traffic that was about to go from Lahore, Islamabad, and this area, because we thought that this is going to be the hot plate. So we wanted safety for all the civil airliners. When they had seen this kind of a strong defense on our side, they resorted to launching their air-to-ground weapons while being CIS frontier. And as soon as they had launched the weapons, we could ID that instantly. And the Chief of the Air Staff, as I mentioned, he was in the COC. He has been there for a couple of nights. I have seen him there. So when I said that he spearheaded and he led from the front, he really did that. And he changed the contract. We were given the rules of engagement first to deter, and as soon as this thing happened, we changed our rules of the game in the air from deter to assure kill, deny own loss. PF strategy changed. We had a plan. We thought that Indians, the last time they said that they would have Rafales and they could have created any difference. So we targeted their center of gravity and the Rafales. That's why you see good numbers for that. We would have had more numbers, but we showed restraint. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing about this whole play time was this thing lasted for more than an hour. With so many large number of aircraft, so many large number of aircraft on both sides, with so many grinds, and the flow of the BVR, the modern warfare has changed so much that the long stick, the employment is if you don't shoot, you get shot. So that is why the art was to employ them optimally, and that was a big challenge for us. That is why I say that it has never happened before. These are the locations with the range bearing, electronic ID that we think that we are sure that we have shot. A MiG-29 was shot 8 miles from LOC, bearing 243, 20 nautical miles from Srinagar. A Su-30 was shot 192, 19 miles, 25 miles from LOC. We have the exact details because you cannot, in the modern battlefield, you cannot conjure up things out of imagination. You have an electronic ID. The aircraft gets picked up by his data link. As soon as you put on your radar, you show yourself, and nobody can hide, nobody can deny that. A Rafale was shot 54 miles from LOC in Srinagar. So you can have all these details. We have exact range bearings because and when you employ your weapon, you know exactly when the missile is getting active, when it is getting and the blip is disappearing, which is verified as you get down for the debrief. So none of the claims have any fat in them. So they are pretty clear, pretty concise, pretty accurate. And I have a audio from a Rafale formation that I will share. The call sign is Godzilla. As soon as those animals are extinct, so this one also got extinct. Please play. So he's asking whereabouts of his formation member. So the formation knows, his leader knows that his number, one of his flight member is not there. They have an RT. This is the original RT that they are exchanging, and they are asking about his position. He is giving his own operations as fine, but he has claims that I have seen an explosion in the air. And I will share this detail. It's a long RT that we have. If we can hear one RT of one formation member, we can hear all of them in panic and in distress. So the idea was to just to prize you guys and to share with you how complicated this was, how this example can be taken not to do when you know that the adversary has the long stick. But I must say that it is not the equipment that matters all the time. It is the training, it is the leadership that gives you the direction and the ownership that it shows. That's what matters. And the training, the operational competence that the whole formation has. And I hope they are slow learners, but I think they can get the drift of not doing it again. Thank you.
So this is the live coverage that their media itself is, because it's very strange that the Indians are saying that we have not lost any aircraft. So if you have seen the evidence, I'll just show you, add up what their own media and open source is telling.
Obviously, a lot of attention. Two, three things I can confirm to you straight away is that the Srinagar Civil Airport, civil traffic has been shut at Srinagar Airport. And right now I'm in Pampur. Now, as we have been reporting since morning, early morning, that there's a fighter jet that has crashed in this particular location. The remains of this jet are scattered in a large area. Air Force Garud commandos and everyone has come to the location. The periphery has been completely sealed. But just to give you an idea of where it has happened, I'll ask Tariq. This is the tree. In fact, the chinar tree has taken the brunt of this particular crash, because otherwise it's a civilian built-up area and there could have been casualties. Right now, we won't speculate whose plane is this. Obviously, defense officials will come up with clarity on the same. But we've been told that at least three such incidents have happened across Jammu and Kashmir at three locations, and all three locations being secured by the Air Force and the...
So three, at that time they are saying that we know that in Jammu and Kashmir, and the kills were 5. So this all were not in Jammu and Kashmir. So this is a picture of one of the location where the aircraft went down. On the right side you are seeing that of the 12th April, and this is the next day after the engagement. So you can see the crash site clearly. So it was at a school. So this is again one person reporting from one of the sites. Another.
इंडिया के ज़ेर इंतज़ाम कश्मीर के पुलवामा ज़िले में हैं, और ये वियन उसी पुलवामा ज़िले के पांपोर कस्बे का एक इलाका है। यहाँ पर रात के दौरान मकामी लोगों ने एक धमाके की आवाज़ सुनी, जिससे वो बाहर आए और उन्होंने देखा कि कुछ चीज़ जल रही है। उस मलबे से ये वाज़ेह नहीं हो पा रहा है कि वो कोई तैयारा है, कोई ड्रोन है या कोई ऐसा यूएवी है, लेकिन लोगों का कहना है कि उन्हें यकीन है कि वो एक जेट तैयारा है जो गिरकर तबाह हो गया है, लेकिन वो अनआइडेंटिफाइड जेट बॉम्बर है, जिसके बारे में ये पता लगाना बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि अथॉरिटीज़ ने अभी तक इस बारे में कोई तस्दीक नहीं की है। ये वाक़या एक ऐसे वक्त हुआ है जब आज अथॉरिटीज़ ने कहा था कि वॉर ड्रिल्स का एहतमाम पूरे इंडिया के साथ साथ कश्मीर में भी किया जाएगा, लेकिन रात के दौरान ही एलओसी पर जहां शेलिंग की वारदातें हुई, वहीं ये धमाका भी यहां हुआ, और ऐसा ही एक धमाका जम्मू के रामबन इलाके में भी हुआ है। इत्तलात आ रही हैं कि वहां पे गोलाबारी जारी है और पूंछ सेक्टर में शहरी आबादी में कई मकानात को नुकसान भी पहुंचा है।
They have, I think, yet to even acknowledge what they lost in 2019. So we are not much worried that they are not acknowledging. But the international media, the media must know the truth. Now this is one of the crash site, or one debris of one crash site. You can see that very clearly. These are aircraft. This is yet another debris of another place. Next. So this is, you can see the tail number of one of the Rafale. You can see it clearly, that is lying. That tail, which was at one time was on an aircraft, is now on ground, detached. This is again, this engine was one part of one Rafale at one time, now it is on ground burning. The Indians may say that we have not lost everything, but fortunately I think for the world we are living in 21st century, it is not 18th century. Everything leaves a mark. So this is again, you can see again from the Rafale, and that is lying on ground.
Indian soldiers killed. The information minister said about 40 to 50 earlier this week. The defense minister has told us about 25. What is the latest official figure from the army?
So we don't have any confirmed figure from on the casualties, because we can give you confirmed that Alhamdulillah there have been not till now a single combat casualty of any soldier on the Pakistani side. There are injuries, but not any shahadat on our side. We understand from the observation that we are having of the posts and the military installations that are being targeted, that severe damage has occurred to them. I have shown you some visuals also of that. But we don't have any confirmation on any figure. All these numbers that you are listening, they emerge in the media because of the local environment that is on the Kashmir side, line of control, and this side and that side. So we also hear those, because people talk, there are journalists, there are local people reporting. But unlike the Indians, we are always very careful with our facts. So I will not give you anything which I don't have factual substantiation. That so many drones we have shot down. If I say 77, that means 77 drones have been shot down. If we say 5 aircraft have been shot down, that means 5 aircraft have been shot down. We substantiate everything with facts. So we also hear this chatter of numbers. So the chatter is there. It's always there, because the people talk. There are dead bodies. There are funerals. There are ambulances moving. There is everything that's going on. But I don't work on assumptions and on chatter. We'll give you the facts when we have the facts.
You said that 77 drones were shot down. Some of
Shot.
them.
I'm sorry to say, I'm saying neutralized, because some have been
neutralized.
soft killed, some have been hard killed. We in military use this word shot, shot very conveniently. No, I'm
Okay.
sorry. It is 77 have been neutralized.
Yes, neutralized, and you said some of them in Rawalpindi, right?
Yeah.
So how come they entered Pakistani territory so deeply before they were neutralized?
I am happy that I have an expert on the right side.
Shooting down a UAV, a loitering munition, or a killer drone, it has its own dynamics. There is a hard way of killing it, a hard kill and a soft kill. Most preferred is a soft kill. Most preferred, because the number, it thrives on its number, and so the most preferred is the soft kill. So then there are opportunities where you get that vulnerability on that bird or the UAV or the loiter munition when you engage it. As soon as the bird is about to hit or is not getting neutralized or handled by a soft kill, you go for a hard kill. So sometimes it travels inside, because you know that it is going to a destination of predetermined thing. It can loiter for 8 hours, 6 hours. So that is why that kind of a dosage is given and administered accordingly. So sometimes the birds are shot right there and then because of a soft kill, and if it doesn't work, a hard kill is done.
Juliette Monceau from AFP News Agency. I wanted to know if there have been any direct talk between India and Pakistan yet, and if it's not direct, indirect talk, and if yes, through which country?
So I can confirm you that I heard some news about direct communication between the Indian NSA and Pakistan NSA. No such communication has been made. And as far as indirect, I think you'll get a better answer from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because all this diplomatic initiative is being spearheaded by them.
Xinhua News Agency. According to WAFTA yesterday, that the Netlam Jhelum hydroport project has been shut down due to the missile attack, as you are also showing some footage. Can you verify the news that it has been shut down, and what is the status right now? So regarding of that, we know that in Pakistan there are still a lot of civil facilities such as the hydropower dam and power plants. Are there any strengthened measures such like anti-missile system taken to prevent such a attack happen again? This is my first question.
Coming to the second part, I'll not go into the specific details, obviously because of operational reasons, that what air defense measures or anti-aircraft measures have been taken around them. But we have a very robust layered tiered air defense system in Pakistan, and so I'll leave it to that. I'll not go into the details that which thing and how it is protected. Of course, the damage that you have seen and publicly we have released that damage. The concerned authorities have to take the corrective measures, and for which whatever, if they have to shut it down, it is their prerogative, and the Water and Power Development Authority and their concerned partners will take those.
We know that in the transcript yesterday released from the Foreign Ministry about Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister's briefing to Islamabad-based ambassador, they said that it was mentioned that South Asia is home of 1/5 of the world population, and it could ill afford irresponsible actions like the others carried out by India last time.
We think the countries, the friendly countries in the neighborhood can do to help in this situation. to jointly counter this regional threat, I think the first thing is to put some sense into these people who have this hubristic mindset. The first and foremost thing is to tell them that don't externalize your internal problems and don't internalize your external problems. Have some sense and don't try to act like a regional hegemon. You are not. And respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the other states. Live like a responsible state. Stop spreading lies. Stop putting fake news out. And live like neighbors you need to live. So I think the first thing is to put some sense. And if that sense can't be put, then sense have to be put in some other way. Because this cannot go on. This cannot be allowed. That you think that you have a false sense of self-entitlement, God knows from where it comes. So this has to be told in the language that they can understand. Hopefully that language is the easier one and it doesn't get that harsh.
Yesterday, Indian Defense Minister said that quotation operation is not over after the drone attacks. What is your intelligence? I mean, are you expecting such kind of attacks as like a 6 and 7 May in near future? And what is the Indian army positions about the line of controls? Are they putting the more defense or more forces over there to, let's say, to prepare a war or something? What is your intelligence about this?
We are prepared for any eventuality, whatever they may do. It's their choice. I told you before, whatever they may do, we are prepared for any eventuality. They want to continue it, fine. But what they have started, I'll tell you, we'll finish it.
Sikandar Karmani from Channel 4 News in the UK. You talked extensively about the Pahalgam attack. I know Pakistan has called for an independent inquiry. Whilst that has not started, I wonder if the intelligence services in Pakistan have, of their own accord, begun any kind of investigation into whether indeed there were any links between, for example, Lashkar-e-Taiba and the incident in Pahalgam. Secondly, on the bigger picture, it seems from what you've been saying that Pakistan is planning a sizable response to India's actions rather than heading towards de-escalation. Can I confirm that assessment is fair?
So first thing is that Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. The state of Pakistan has got nothing to do with the Pahalgam incident. So once I say, I think I say based on facts and evidence. With such a surety I am telling you that the state of Pakistan, naturally, I'll not say on the top of my head. It's because I know for a fact, based on the evidence, based on what we understand, based on what we have seen, that Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. And that's why we say that if you think you have, then bring it forward and put it to some independent neutral commission. Because what we see, the way we have seen everything, we have got nothing to do with it. How have we come to that conclusion? Have we talked with this A, B, C, D, E, F? That's not something that needs to be shared right now. If we have that evidence, we will share it to that independent neutral commission. That how we have come to this conclusion. I know for a fact that Pakistan as a state abhors terrorism. We don't support any terrorist entity. We condemn terrorists and terrorism in all forms and manifestation in all over the world, everywhere. We are a victim of terrorism. We know that terrorists have no religion. They have no state. They are those inhuman people who think that they can impose their own view, their extremist perverted ideology on others by force. So we have no mercy, no connection, anything in common, the state of Pakistan, with terrorism. We are in fact, as I said earlier, the last bulwark state. As a state, we are standing against terrorism. Just feel for yourself a country in which in a year thousands of people die at the hands of terrorism. Hundreds of billions of dollars are inflicted. we stay away as much as we can away from these extremist elements. We despise them. Those who think that they can impose their perverted ideology through bullet. Absolutely not. State of Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. Absolutely nothing. So what was the other question?
From your tone and your words that Pakistan is planning a sizable response to India's aggression rather than heading towards de-escalation. Is that assessment correct?
Who is escalating over here, my friend? Who has been escalating? Who is doing provocation after provocation and provocation? Who is it? They want to set a new norm that it's their convenience. Whenever they will feel, they will go cross border, they will go cross international. They are going to hit anywhere where they like. They are going to send drones inside Pakistan and they are going to harass the innocent citizens and the people of Pakistan. They can do terrorism here. You heard just now that I am here for years and we will be here for years and we are having this network from Lahore to Baluchistan. What do you think of Pakistan? That we will allow all this to happen? Once we say we have all the rights to do whatever to protect the honor, integrity and sovereignty of people of Pakistan. Whatever we have been doing so far is just protecting ourselves. And we have been doing it with lot of grace and alhamdulillah with lot of success. And we are rubbing their nose on every day, every hour from wherever they are coming. Whether they are doing this shelling and this firing on line of control, they are getting a befitting response. Once they came in here, they got a befitting response. They sent in their drone, they are getting a befitting response. So at a time, place and method of our choosing, we will do whatever we will do. We are not beholden to anyone else but the people of Pakistan.
Sarah Hassan from Voice of America. There is a fear among the public. Schools are closed, airports are partially operational, and as we also said that we will respond at our time. So do we think that we are still in the state of war?
What do you think? What is this? Till the time the territorial integrity, sovereignty and honor of Pakistan requires that.
If Pakistan's airspace, Pakistan's land, Pakistan's ADIZ and territorial waters, there is no compromise. There is no compromise. Pakistan's people, when they are threatened, their loss of life, loss of material, it cannot go unnoticed, cannot go like that. We owe it to our nation. And the pride and the trust the Pakistani nation has on our armed forces, we have always upheld it at all cost. At all cost. We did try to tell them with our tactical brilliance in Pulwama. Now we showed them our operational prowess and strategic guile and guide, and I think they should take heed. This is the best we can.
मेरी पहचान वक्त की बात को सब्सक्राइब करें और कमेंट करें।
वक्त की बात, वक्त है सच बताने का।